Surfshack Tito, I know you. You'll get yours in your dreams, your nightmares.
Hello everybody, Dylan here. Now today we are covering Surfshack Tito, one of the more infamous trolls in Chris Chan history. Now for those of you guys who don't know, I've been covering all the trolls of the Quickie, and I think that this might be the last one for now, and then I'll switch to a different Chris Chan subject. But if we're gonna end off the trolling thing for the time being, this is a good troll to end it on. We start this off with Chris Chan saying, "Goddamn womanizing, raping, trolling, stupid pickle-suited nigger." That's Chris's opinions on Surfshack Tito, apparently. Surfshack Tito, also known as Dawn, is a mysterious troll first emerged in March 2010, almost a decade ago. His arrival was reminiscent of the rise of Jack Thaddeus in summer 2009. We already covered Jack Thaddeus. If you want to watch that video, go watch it. It's in the playlist. Like Jack, he first made his mark by hacking Chris's PlayStation Network account. The name Surfshack Tito is a reference to a surf shop owner in the Nickelodeon cartoon show named Rocket Power. I actually did watch that growing up, and I think it's funny that this random obscure character from this show is trolling Chris Chan. I find that to be funny. During the exchanges with Chris, most of them from Tito are ended with a Tito-styled word of wisdom. That's something he did on the show. He would sit there and give you like the lesson of the day. It was very common back then because stupid kids shows had to teach kids morals for some reason. Parents were being bitchy about it, but yeah, he decided to teach Chris Chan some lessons, and Chris Chan does need some education, so Tito is a good heart, a gentle soul. The choice to go with the name is most likely inspired by the infamous copy pasta about Tito. Based on Chris Chan's insults towards Tito in the emails and videos, it was assumed that Chris believed that the actual Tito from Rocket Power is trolling him. So Chris Chan just thinks that Tito is a real thing and that he is in our reality, and that he decided to fuck with Chris Chan for the hell of it. That's Chris Chan's mind. And people say that Chris Chan only just recently became delusional. Chris Chan was always delusional. He's just making it more public now. However, the truth is that the image attached to the emails shows a photoshopped image of the wallflower standing next to a really dark guy. It's funny. The wallflower is one of the people that Chris Chan wanted to try to get with, for those of you who don't know. I might cover sweethearts next, who knows. The photo is left out of this article due to an agreement with the wallflower. Okay, so they removed the photo from this article because the wallflower is actually cool with these guys, I guess. The wallflower wasn't really too bad. I guess they're like one of the more nicer of the fake girlfriends. Tito in Chris's videos. Chris first addressed Tito in a video released on the 2nd of March 2010. His comments were brief and cryptic. Chris merely referred to Tito by name, threatened him with doom in his nightmares, because Chris Chan does that. If you fuck with Chris Chan, he will haunt you in your dreams, and he will have the ghost of his past self and his father to torture you, and delivered a curse shot attack. Shortly after, Clyde Cash explained that Tito had hacked Chris's PSN account a few days prior in late February. This revelation was accompanied by another info dump concerning Chris's ongoing downloadable content spending spree. Now, the reason why Chris buys so much DLC on PlayStation is because he wanted PlayStation to win the console war. So he would buy games he never wanted to play, he would buy DLC for games he doesn't have, just to make it look like PlayStation is doing better. A week later, trolls discovered the identity of the wallflower, throwing Chris into a flailing rage. Initially, Chris seemed to blame Clyde for the breakup of his latest one-sided relationship, but on the 14th of March 2010, he released a video suggesting that he viewed Tito as the culprit. In that clip, he declares, "Tito, listen to me, you son of a bitch. Your days are numbered." Threatened involving using a shingla, siligla, what the fuck is that? I don't fucking know. Shilligla. I'll say it like that. Maybe that's correct. I'll get people in the comments section saying, "Oh my god, Dylan, how do you not know how to read this one word that hardly ever pops up in English vocabulary?" But it's worth it. I guess it's shilligla. And Chris's deadly pocket knife followed. Okay, so I have no idea what the fuck that word was. Tito apparently kept up pressure on Chris throughout the next days of March 2010. On March 18th, Chris released yet another threatening video in which he accused Tito of stealing the wallflower from him, called him a womanizing rapist and a pickle-suited nigger. Because we just talked about the man in the pickle suit, I'm gonna shill that video too. If you don't know who the man in the pickle suit or the Negro in the pickle suit is, check out that video. It's also in this playlist. And alluded to the emails he had received from Tito. Their contents unspecified, but Chris definitely didn't like them, because Chris Chan's always like that. However, since the end of the Wallflower saga, a very lesser known saga that I don't hear talked about too much, to be honest, Surfshack Tito has slipped from Chris's consciousness and has not made any further appearances in Chris's videos. He is, however, an important figure behind the August 2010 video tapped encounter with Chris at Fashion Square Mall. In August 2011, Chris returned after a hiatus from YouTube to announce that he had received documents which revealed Tito's real identity, referring to him as Don. Just like last time when he tried to dox Jack Thaddeus, I would say that this is probably not his real identity. These are identities probably given to him by the trolls to begin with, so you can call this man Don if you want to, but just know that's most likely not his real name, and Chris is just bullshitting. Chris demanded for a public apology from Tito for hacking his PSN, and $1,000 among other things. So Chris Chan was trying to blackmail this man. That's straight up extortion. Yeah, Tito did some wrong things to you, but you have no right to do that to him. This is just yet again more proof that Chris Chan's a terrible person. And this is a photo of Tito, supposedly in real life, just enjoying his ukulele after successfully trolling Chris. Emails with Chris, and apparently there's a whole article on this that I'll have to read later. During mid-March 2010, Tito exchanged several emails with Chris, baiting him with regard to the revelation of the Wallflower's identity and other subjects. Their conversations revealed that Chris was unaware of his gal pal's interest in gay/fiction and was apparently willing to look past it. The quest for China trumping all other considerations, which really you should have higher standards, but you're Chris Chan, so what do I expect? The emails also feature Chris employing the word nigger, because that's a word he uses a lot, with great enthusiasm. Note the Surfshack Tito is actually Hawaiian, not a niggo. Between late August and early September 2010, Tito resurfaced in Chris's failed plot to scam him and Clyde Cash. Their emails revealed that Chris's intentions behind destroying his PS3 and waiting at the mall. He sought a bounty of $9,000 because Chris Chan's an actual crazy person. Oh, and 1 cent. So I guess Chris Chan's a little generous there, adding that 1 cent towards his PS3 destruction. Chris, if you destroyed your PS3 because you were being trolled to do so, that is on you. Buy yourself a new PS3. No one else should have to. And very poorly attempted to cheat Tito and Clyde out of their money, and I assume that didn't work. Well, that's everything on the Tito article. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button. If you really like it, share it. And if you want to see more content like this, then subscribe. Now, I know that a channel called Smoky Chris has also been covering the trolls here recently. I guess I would say check him out if you want a different view on the trolls. This Smoky Chris guy is doing his more like a documentary, and it's being shot more like Gino Samuel's videos. So if you like those, go check him out. I'll have a link to his videos down below. I think this will be the last troll video I cover for now. So if you guys have liked these, hit the like button. If you have any other trolls you want me to cover, then tell me. And yeah, I'm going to play the videos now.
Tito, you stay away from Heather, you son of a bitch. You have no right taking her from me like that, you womanizing rapist. And if you go near her again, then I will find you. I will find you. I will cut you up. I'll beat you up. I'll knock you on your backside, stand on your gut like a log roller, and roll your fat right through your skull. Rolling it wide open. Because that's what you deserve, you goddamn womanizing, raping, trolling, stupid, pickle-suited nigger. And don't you dare contact me in my email again, or contact me ever. You stay away from me in contact. Don't call me. I will find you.